What separates the average from the extraordinary? What makes someone break free from the cycle of mediocrity to build wealth that lasts generations? It's not luck. It's not inheritance. It's not even talent. It's habits. Habits that are tested, proven, and repeated relentlessly. Today, I'm giving you the exact 10 habits that real millionaires practice. No fluff, no theory, just what actually works. This isn't about motivation for the moment. This is about transformation for life. Let's get into it. 1. Millionaires live below their means always. Here's the truth. You don't get rich by looking rich. You get rich by acting broke. Millionaires don't blow their money on status symbols. They understand that wealth isn't about what you flaunt. It's about what you keep and invest. They buy assets, not liabilities. They prioritize financial freedom over flexing. Most millionaires drive used cars. They don't chase trends, they chase freedom. They automate their savings. They invest consistently. And they avoid lifestyle creep like a plague. If you can master this one habit, living below your means, you'll build a foundation stronger than 90% of people ever will. 2. They wake up early to own the day. Millionaires don't snooze through opportunity. They rise before the world does. Why? Because they know the early hours are sacred. No distractions, no noise, just clarity, focus, and momentum. It's not just about waking up early, it's about starting strong. Whether it's working out, reading, reviewing goals, or building something of value, the early morning is when winners separate themselves. Success isn't built during prime time. It's built during grind time. And that grind time starts before sunrise. 3. Millionaires read a lot. The average millionaire reads at least one book a month. Many do one a week. Why? Because they're obsessed with growth. They treat knowledge like currency, and the ROI, infinite. They don't just scroll, they study. They learn from the wins and failures of others. They invest in their minds before anything else. Self-education is their secret weapon. While others binge entertainment, they binge evolution. Books on mindset, money, business, psychology. This is the fuel they use to stay ahead. If you want to change your income, change your input. Start reading like your life depends on it, because it does. 4. They focus on building assets, not just earning paychecks. Millionaires don't trade time for money forever. They use their time to build systems that print money. Real estate, stocks, businesses, digital products, royalties, intellectual property. They ask, how can I make money while I sleep? They don't depend on a single income stream. In fact, most millionaires have 5, 7 streams of income. It's not about working harder. It's about working smarter. You can hustle 24/7, but if you're not building assets, you'll stay stuck on the treadmill of survival. Millionaires get off the treadmill and build machines. 5. Millionaires master their emotions. Money doesn't flow to chaos. It flows to clarity, control, and composure. Millionaires don't react. They respond. They don't let emotions make decisions. They train their mind like a muscle. They know fear is the enemy of fortune. They don't panic in a down market. They don't quit when it gets hard. They don't fold under pressure. They use emotion as a signal, not a steering wheel. If you want to win long-term, you must master yourself first. Because your emotions will either build your empire or burn it down. 6. They surround themselves with winners. Your circle is either your prison or your launch pad. Millionaires curate their environment. They don't hang around complainers. They don't vibe with mediocrity. They surround themselves with people who stretch their vision and challenge their comfort zone. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Conversations change when the room changes. Ideas evolve when energy evolves. Millionaires network with purpose. They don't just mingle, they connect, collaborate, and grow. Want to become a millionaire? Audit your circle, then upgrade it. 7. Millionaires play the long game. They think in decades, not days. Millionaires understand that wealth isn't built in sprints, it's built in marathons. They delay gratification. They invest early and often. They sacrifice short-term pleasure for long-term power. While others chase get-rich-quick schemes, they follow get-rich-for-sure strategies. They're patient. They're consistent. They're disciplined when nobody's watching. They don't need results tomorrow. They build systems that win next year, next decade, and for the next generation. If you want to rise above the average, start thinking long-term. Start playing the game that most people don't even understand. 8. They track every dollar. Millionaires treat their money like a soldier. Every dollar has a mission. Every cent has a purpose. They don't spend blindly. They don't guess where their money goes. They know because they track it. Budgeting is their default, not their emergency response. They use tools. They review their finances weekly. They analyze what's growing, what's leaking, and where to optimize. Money loves attention. The more you respect it, the more it multiplies. Millionaires don't avoid financial conversations, they initiate them. Ignorance costs. Awareness pays. 9. They move fast on opportunities. Millionaires don't hesitate. They do their due diligence, but once the window is open, they leap. Speed matters. They know that indecision kills more dreams than bad decisions. They move with calculated confidence. They take risks, but smart ones. They don't let fear talk them out of action. Ideas are everywhere, but execution is rare. Millionaires aren't just thinkers, they're doers. They understand that timing can be everything, and missing a wave can cost years. So when a door opens, they don't knock, they walk through it. 10. They never stop reinventing themselves. See, millionaires don't settle. They don't coast on past wins. They're always growing, evolving, leveling up. What got them here won't get them there. So they upgrade their mindset, their skills, their network, their systems. They embrace discomfort. They seek feedback. They shatter old identities and build new ones. Millionaires are obsessed with becoming better, not just richer. They evolve faster than the world can label them. That's how they stay ahead of the curve. If you want to be a millionaire, you have to become someone worthy of that level again and again. These habits aren't hacks. They're not sexy. They're not always fun. But they work. Because wealth isn't a fantasy, it's a formula. Live below your means. Own your morning. Feed your mind. Build assets. Control your emotions. Upgrade your circle. Play the long game. Track every dollar. Move on opportunities. Evolve relentlessly. Success leaves clues, and now you've got 10 of them. But knowledge alone doesn't change your life. Execution does. Start small. Start now. Pick one habit today and master it. Because when your habits change, everything changes. If this message fired you up, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you're ready to take full control of your life, your finances, and your future, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's build an unstoppable mindset together. You've got what it takes. Now, go prove it.